So now let's address the question, what is light? So when we colloquially refer to light, we refer to, all the colors, the Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, which is sort of what we see over here. But this, in physics, is not really light. How we define this is actually visible light. This is what human beings, or I guess animals in general, see. So this is technically visible light. Visible light is actually part of, a broader spectrum of light, which is what we call the electromagnetic spectrum. And visible light sort of ranges from, if we think of light as a wave, it ranges from somewhere around 350 nanometers to around 780 nanometers. And so, like I said, visible light is simply a small segment of the electromagnetic spectrum, which really, this is what we call light. It's just anything that is part of the electromagnetic spectrum. So sound, for example, is not light. Even though it has a wave, it is not part of the electromagnetic spectrum. What do we mean by the electromagnetic spectrum? Well, there are different sort of components of the electromagnetic spectrum. So, for example, X-rays or gamma rays, let's think of others like microwaves, radio waves, ultraviolet rays. All these actually form part of the electromagnetic spectrum. Now these, for example, X-rays, gamma rays, ultraviolet rays, I'm sure you know, are sort of considered dangerous. And the reason why they're considered dangerous is because they are very, very high frequency waves. And when waves are really high frequency, they could actually damage your skin, they can go through you, and that's why it's very important to stay away from these waves, because they move so frequently they could actually potentially change the structure of DNA. Other waves, for example, like microwaves and radio waves, they're all around us, but they're not as dangerous because these are less frequent. So we don't have to worry about them so much. Okay? So just remember that X-rays, gamma rays, ultraviolet rays, microwaves, and radio waves all sort of form part of the electromagnetic spectrum. And what we commonly refer to as light is really, technically should be called visible light, and it really just forms a small segment of the electromagnetic spectrum.